Welcome to Fan for Racing Radio. I'm Fan for Racing Sharon, and joining me today is Jay Huseman, and we are here for the Phoenix preview for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Boy, they gave us quite a show last week. I'm wondering what we can expect this week.
Right, yeah. I got a little while going for the 4 spots. However, I know normally we do this at the end. I'm just going to go ahead and say it here. If you're a betting person, you're probably picking a junior motorsports team to win this, as they got 3 of the 4 championship 4. So
Yes.
Just start with that. When we look at the entry list, this one's going to be a little complex. I'm going to try and break it down as best I can. There are 38 drivers and teams on the entry list for the championship race at Phoenix Raceway. So no cars are going to miss the race. I hit some highlights, the notables they have listed, then we'll look at the full entry list and explain a couple of things. So we'll start with the number 5, which is to be announced, and I believe on the main entry list page that still shows that, so I got no more details there. But Patrick Emmerling is going to be in the number 07. Brendan Queen is in the number 11 for Colleague Racing yet again, as he is now engraved with them as it comes to the Truck Series. Corey Day is in the number 17 Hendrick Motorsports machine. Eric Almirola will be in the number 19, going for the owner's points for Joe Gibbs Racing on that one. Stephen Parsons doing a little bit of double duty. He'll be in the number 35. Josh Williams in the 45. The number 53 is going to be Joey Gase himself. We got Leland Honeyman Jr. He's doing a little bit of double duty with the ARCA Menard Series West. He'll be in the number 70. The 74 is Dawson Cram. The number 91, Josh Bilicki. And then it was previously announced Connor Mozak filling out the year here in the number 99. Now, a couple other changes, though, for sure. Sam Mayer has been suspended for this final race. So Ryan Sieg is moving into that car for the Haas factory number 41. That means the number 39, which he normally drives, would be vacant. And Kyle Sieg is moving over into that car. His number 28 will be driven by Nick Lights.
Yes.
Another one to note is not on if you just look at the entry list. Still has William Sawalich in the number 18 for Joe Gibbs Racing. He is sitting out yet another race due to concussion protocol after Talladega. Stefan Sr. will get another start, which I think is great on Joe Gibbs because he was originally supposed to be in the 19. When they started battling and had a shot at the Owners' Championship, they chose Eric Almirola to stay in the seat. So Justin Bond Sr. is still getting those starts. I think those were the ones I wanted to clarify. Any others you see, Sharon?
No, I think you covered most of them there. This Xfinity Series race will be the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship race at Phoenix Raceway on Saturday, November the 1st at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The track is a 1-mile asphalt oval, and the TV coverage will be on their home network, the CW network, starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, that would be the pre-race coverage. Also included in that is MRN and SiriusXM NASCAR Channel 90. They'll be racing 200 miles over 200 laps since it's a 1-mile track. And the first 2 stages are 45 laps each. So stage 1 will end on lap 45, stage 2 on lap 90, and then the final stage is going to be 110 laps, ending on lap 200. Where are you going to watch this weekend for the Xfinity Series? There's going to be a final practice for the NASCAR Xfinity Series on Friday, October the 31st, and you can watch that on the CW app starting at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. And then they'll have their Continental Pole qualifying on Saturday, November the 1st, again on the CW app at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and the race starts at 7:30 as we discussed earlier. So again, we've got some storylines here for the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship race.
And this weekend marks the 48th running of a NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Phoenix Raceway.
And Phoenix has been on the Xfinity Series schedule every year since their inaugural race in 1999.
Just like the Truck Series, this is like the 6th time that Phoenix has hosted the Xfinity Series Championship 4 race every year since 2020.
And of course, the highest finishing Championship 4 driver will win that 2025 championship title. Connor Zilisch, Justin Allgaier, Jesse Love, and Carson Kvapil are your 4 drivers that are competing for that title. And we mentioned it earlier. 3 of those drivers are from Junior Motorsports. Jesse Love is the one standout from RCR, Richard Childress Racing.
And to separate this, I forgot about this when we were doing the entry list, but I talked about Eric Almirola. The highest finishing Championship 4 car will win the 2025 Car Owner Championship. And this lineup is a little bit different. You do have the number 7 for JRM, Junior Motorsports, the number 19 from JGR, Joe Gibbs Racing. The number 21 from Richard Childress Racing is Austin Hill, not Jesse Love. And then the number 88 from Junior Motorsports. So if you hear them talking about these 2 other cars, the 21 and the 19, that is strictly for the Owners Championship.
Okay, now 2 teams are represented in the Championship 4. And I mentioned it earlier with Junior Motorsports has 3 and Richard Childress Racing has 1. Connor Zilisch was the highest finishing of the Championship 4 drivers in 17 of 32 races this season. Allgaier at 7, Love at 4, and Kvapil at 4.
And Connor Zilisch, who at the Roval is the only Championship 4 driver with a playoff win this season. Again, that's by driver championship. We had Eric Almirola win as far as the owner's champion car, but Connor Zilisch, the only driver to win so far in the playoffs. That's kind of ironic.
Justin Allgaier finished 5th at Phoenix in March. That was the highest of the Championship 4 drivers. So that's kind of interesting.
Now, we talked about this with the trucks, but at 25 years, 5 months, 25 days, this is the 2nd youngest Championship 4 in series history for the Xfinity Series.
Wow. When Justin Allgaier made his Xfinity Series debut in 2008, the other 3 Championship 4 drivers were 5 years old or younger. Kvapil at 5, Love at 3, and Zilisch at 2.
That's the one that made me go, wow.
Yeah, I had to stop and look at that again.
All right, now here's where it is. I already broke it down. But Joe Gibbs is number 19 with Eric Almirola, and then Richard Childress Racing, number 21, and Austin Hill are in that Owners Championship 4, along with Junior Motorsports, number 88, Zilisch, and number 7, Justin Allgaier. Again, I know that's kind of tough for fans to maybe keep track of, but that is separate.
Okay, now non-playoff drivers have won 7 of the last 13 playoff races, which is pretty amazing. I think Almirola is one of those. Austin Hill is one of those.
Those are the 2 that I know were as far as the championship cars. Now, Jesse Love, though, has finished top 10 in all 3 Phoenix starts, and that includes his runner-up in March of 2024. So I said bet on Junior Motorsports. Don't count out Jesse Love, though.
Yes, don't count out Jesse Love. I think Jesse Love is going to be up there contending for sure. Okay, now Joe Gibbs Racing won 4 of 6 playoff races this season with 3 different drivers, but they don't have a driver represented in the Championship 4 in the driver point standing. So that's kind of ironic because they have 2 of the spots in the Cup Series.
Right, yeah. Now, the last 2 Phoenix races have featured last lap passes for the win.
Now, NASCAR did suspend Sam Mayer for 1 race after intentionally wrecking Jeb Burton after the checkered flag at Martinsville. And Jay's already covered this, but Ryan Sieg will drive that number 41 that was originally driven by Sam Mayer for Haas factory team at Phoenix. His brother Kyle is going to move into the RSS Racing's number 39, and I believe it is Nick Lights that's going to be in Kyle Sieg's number 28. So a little bit of moving around, shuffling around there, but all because of this suspension.
Well, and that goes with that. With a negative thing comes a positive. I do think this is an opportunity for Ryan Sieg with their RSS team. He came close as far as battling in the playoffs. To be in the number 41, I think, is a huge opportunity for him.
It sure is.
Now, we'll talk about Connor Zilisch and why we say he's kind of the favorite. He's got 10 wins this season, and that's the record for most wins by a rookie.
And some more Connor Zilisch info here. He leads the series with those 10 wins, but he also has 19 top fives, 22 top tens, and he's led 986 laps. His average finish is 8.2, and he's earned 8 different pole awards. So he's had an outstanding season.
And Zilisch has also won the fastest lap award 7 times this season. Justin Allgaier, though, right there with him in second, as he had 6.
Justin Allgaier also leads the series in 14 stage wins this season. He's had an incredible number of stage wins.
That is as well. So, again, don't count him out. We may think of Zilisch as the favorite, but don't count out Allgaier or Love.
I don't think you can count any of them out.
Well, and going back to the initial statement of Junior Motorsports, they have won 17 races this season with a series record 6 different drivers, and that doesn't include Parker Kligerman, who won in a relief role at Daytona when Connor Zilisch had to sit out.
Also, Justin Allgaier's 28 career wins put him 9th on the all-time wins list, and he's just one away from tying Matt Kenseth. I keep hoping that he'll get that win and hit that mark, but it hasn't happened yet. It might happen at Phoenix.
Could indeed, and that would give him a second back-to-back championship. That'd be pretty cool. Now, Chevrolet has led 3,773 of the 5,123 laps this season. That equals 74%, and that has just been astronomical as far as their year as far as that.
Also, Ryan Sieg is going to be making his 400th NASCAR Xfinity Series start this weekend out at Phoenix. So congratulations to Ryan Sieg.
And they've done a great job, but we are saying goodbye to Xfinity, as O'Reilly Auto Parts will replace Xfinity as the title sponsor starting in the 2026 season, as they become the 5th different title sponsor of the series. It started with Budweiser, then went to Busch, then along came Nationwide. We've wrapped up with Xfinity, and now look forward to O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Okay, sing it, Jay.
Hey, that's commercials work, man. Things like that get stuck in your head.
I know that there's a reset here on the points. Everybody is at 0 in the top 4, but do you want to cover those people that are below that top 4?
All right. This one actually does have it showed it as reset. Again, the top 4 going for the championship. That is all about who finishes in front of who. Now, 5th place, everybody else in the playoffs that isn't in the championship 4 could battle for up to 5th place. Ironically, 5th place is held by Sam Mayer, who is 2 points ahead of Austin Hill, who is tied with Brandon Jones. Well, they're obviously going to surpass that, as Mayer is not racing this weekend. So we'll have a change in battle for 5th. It'll either be Austin Hill or Brandon Jones. I guess it could be Sammy Smith, who's at 2189. Could be that he could get in there and mix it up. Taylor Gray, who just picked up a victory. There's your one of your other winners. That was a non-playoff. Taylor Gray hadn't gotten that victory.
Gray, of course.
So at 2183, again, right, 6 more points behind Sammy Smith. Then, unfortunately, you had a couple who kind of fell off of the charts there. Sheldon Creed's in 10th. Nick Sanchez, another rookie, at 2166. And Harrison Burton at 2137. Creed and Sanchez are only 7 points apart. I think they're going to settle that amongst themselves. Again, it would take a bad luck by Taylor Gray, I think, for Sheldon Creed to catch him.
It's going to be an interesting race because I think any one of those 4 drivers are certainly capable of winning out at Phoenix this weekend. This one's a little bit tougher, I think, to pick. Technically you want to go with the guy who has the most wins, which is Connor Zilisch. But I think Allgaier, Love, Kvapil. Yeah, all 4 of those drivers are perfectly capable of winning this race.
Well, and we talked about this. It's a matter of finishing in front of the other drivers. I think that's what it's going to come down to, because I really believe Eric Almirola is going to take the win and that owner's championship hand in hand. Not to say they can't beat Eric. We've seen it happen already this year. But I really believe that Eric Almirola wins the race and takes the owner's championship. Behind that, the driver's championship, I'll give a slight nod. And statistic-wise for the year, you'd say it's Connor Zilisch, but, man, it's been a battle here at the end, and we mentioned it. Other than the Roval, none of them have been winning races here in the playoffs, so I think it's kind of wide open.
I think it's wide open. Yeah. But you're probably right. Eric Almirola will certainly be contending for that champion for the owner's title. And he very well could be the spoiler this weekend. All right. Do watch for more coming soon here from Fan for Racing Radio. Jay and I are doing the previews for NASCAR's Top 3 Series, all racing at Phoenix this weekend, along with the ARCA West Series, also racing their championship race at Phoenix this weekend. On Friday, Taz and I will be back with the fantasy report for Phoenix. And this is the last preview show that Jay and I will be doing for the 2025 season. And then hopefully we'll be back next year for us to do the 2026 season. On the other side of the weekend, we will do the reviews for all of the shows, all of the previews that we're giving you in this group. And that will be our last review show. And then at 10 o'clock Eastern, we have our Hot Topic Sound Off program that is a live stream. And we will discuss all the hottest topics from the weekend of racing. And we've talked about maybe doing one a month just to keep up with all the news that will be coming out and continue to discuss those hot topics. So we'll see, keep an eye out for hot topics throughout the off season, at least once a month. Then that will pretty much do it for the rest of this season. We might get a couple of interviews in as well, Jay.
Yeah, hopefully so. I know we talked about a lot of different things. We'll see what comes to fruition, but been a great year. This is the first year transitioning over here to the live broadcast on YouTube. It's been a blast. Appreciate y'all joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for each and every one of you that are tuning in to hear what we have to say. We do enjoy doing this, and we hope you enjoy listening as well. So hang tight with us. We've got one more preview to do for the Cup Series. So we'll see you in the next video.